Hi, I'm working on the fourth video in our series on sales and marketing. But in the meantime, I thought I would share something that just occurred to me. I've been reading this really nice book called Mindset: A New Psychology for Success by this author called Carol Dweck. It basically talks about people having a fixed mindset or a growth mindset, and how this mindset impacts the way you interact with the world. So usually when I read books like this, or any books for that matter, I always try to think of the parallels to my world, the world of sales and marketing, the world of small businesses, the world of entrepreneurship, the world of leadership. And in this particular book, while I was reading, something really clicked with regards to sales, and I thought I'd share it with you. If you're familiar with sales and marketing, and especially sales professionals, if you've had the opportunity to interact with them, or you have the opportunity to manage them, you might have come across situations where they have encountered failure in winning a customer, winning an order. And usually you can determine whether that individual is someone with a fixed mindset or someone with a growth mindset by the way they react to that failure. So being in sales, it's extremely important to be confident, and important to project your worth in the organization. Very often in sales, you come across managers or sales executives who feel that they are the godsend, and they are the best there is in the business, and the only reason that they lost an order is because of somebody else or something else. So some of the excuses I've heard include the customer doesn't get it, they're not able to understand the value of the product or service that I offer. Then the classic one, our price is too high. In engineering businesses, I've heard this comment that, oh, I couldn't submit the offer in time, so I couldn't get a chance to interact with the customer. Then there is the excuse that, oh, the competitor has probably paid off somebody, otherwise I would have definitely got the order. And then there is this very, very common excuse, which is the spec doesn't match with our product or service. If you really think about it, it's basically these are all just basically excuses, right? I would rather have sales managers or sales executives with a growth mindset. So how would somebody with a growth mindset who has had a failure react? Somebody with a growth mindset would take each of these negatives and look at how it could be made into a positive in the future. For example, this excuse about the specification. Well, spec, when it comes to any kind of engineering or product related sale, is determined long before the order is finalized. So if the sales executive is aware that the spec is not matching, he should have taken the efforts to try and convince the customer, or at least made the customer understand the differences in spec, and probably normalize the spec. Now let's talk about price. There is a reason why price is different from product to product. There is a reason why Apple sells a smartphone at $1,000 and OnePlus sells a smartphone at $500. There is no Apple executive you will see who complains that, oh, I lost an order against OnePlus to a OnePlus customer because my product was $1,000, right? You need to know who your customer is, why the product or service you're providing at the premium is suitable for your customer and may not necessarily be suitable for every customer. Then of course comes the question of customer paying off somebody. See, I think that happens, or that excuse comes up because generally people tend to underestimate the competition. Competitors are not fools. They know their products and services, and they know the customer as well as you do. And if you underestimate the competition, you will definitely come across circumstances or situations where they might do underhanded things and take the order from you. Finally, if you look at this excuse as to I didn't get the offer in time to submit the offer, again, it's just an excuse. You're working with a team, maybe a team of proposal engineers, maybe there's somebody in the back office whose job it is to prepare the offer on your behalf. Maybe the engineering team has to give you the specifications for you to prepare the offer yourself. All this is possible. If you ask, if you persist, if you insist, you will get what you want from your team, and you will be able to deliver in time to your customers. So you need to think about whether you're going to have a fixed mindset and make excuses as to why you lost the order, or you have a growth mindset so that you can learn from your experiences why when you lose an order and figure out how you can do better next time, where your failings were, and take those steps necessary to make those improvements which will get you closer to the next order. Yep, that was just a small tidbit that I wanted to share with all of you, just because I was reading this book and this thought popped up in my mind. Hope that was useful and interesting. Look forward to the next video on sales processes. Hopefully I should have it out by tomorrow. Bye.